Hello, 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 everyone. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into Yvonne Latrell's podcast. I am the host, Yvonne Latrell. Guys and dolls, remember if you would like to be a guest on the show, if you have a show idea or to advertise on the show, you guys can hit us up at 305-204-3371. Again, our first number is 305-204-3371. Or you guys can hit us up at 954-886-3543. Again, our second number is 954-886-3543, or you guys can log on to our website, www.yvonnelatrellpodcast.com. Again, that's www.yvonnelatrellpodcast.com. You guys can catch us every Wednesday on any of your audio streaming services. Today's show was sponsored by Tax Resource Center and 729 Trucking. And today's topic, it's a interview with a returning guest, a very special guest, Keith Lakean Powell. He is a director, a actor, a producer, and oh my gosh, we are so happy to have him back on the show. And I'm trying to make sure that he is in. Let's see. Keith, can you hear me? Hold on. Hello? Keith, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Hello.
Yeah, it was I just had to hit the call in button down there to be able to, to get up inside.
Okay, okay. Well, welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Just maintaining through the everyday basics of life.
Okay, we are so glad to have you back. We had a lot of listeners asking about you, requesting you back on the show, and I know that you have been very busy doing all kind of big things, movies, and I had started watching um, one of your series that I didn't finish, but oh my gosh, I'm definitely enjoying that. So. Yeah, before I get into the interview and start asking you questions, is there anything that you want to say?
I appreciate being back on the show. It's a God's blessing, what I'm saying, to return and tell my story, talk about my life, build a network, gain new fans, what I'm saying, to understand like the journey that I'm going on right now in the film industry.
Okay. Okay, okay. All right. So, yeah, if you're ready, I want to start asking you some questions.
Oh yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to choose some questions, and these questions are from some of the listeners. Okay. Okay. So, our first question to you, what is your filming process?
The filming process, um, it's coming up with the idea first, finding the right people that fit the idea, finding locations for the idea, and then to start doing like my casting for my smaller roles, supporting cast, and even extras and stuff like that. And like that's kind
Okay.
of like the whole concept of getting things started, like the first imprint. You know what I'm saying? Of the production of
Hmm.
what you need to do, the idea, uh, the locations, and the cast. That's my way.
Okay. 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 What is the difference between a director and a producer?
Well, it's pretty simple. The director, um, he comes on set, he direct the actors, he guides the story, he make it be what it is by taking the script and directing the actors and guiding them into what to do and what's needed to make the story make sense and get done. A producer is a person who kind of finances the production, put the money up behind the production, produce anything, any accessories needed to make the production get made, whether it's props, whether it's marketing, promotion, whether it's buying different stuff or paying for actors or paying for locations. You know what I'm saying? Anything that could
Hmm.
produce this project. And the director is just like the lead telling basically everybody what to do in the storyline, you know what I'm saying? Guiding them, getting them straight, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. How do you market your films?
How do I market my films? Oh well, different ways you gotta market your films. You need flyers, posters, trailers, you need to get to the media, press releases, social media, get the word, spread it by mouth. Uh, Even do like small side sub stories or big talks about what the production is about, you know what I'm saying, like blogs, get on podcasts, get interviews with different people, you know what I'm saying, someone like you know, a professional radio show host, getting with you would be a magnificent plus for the production and marketing, you know what I'm saying, ways. So just talking to people, getting the word out there, um it's marketing.
Okay. Okay. And how do you audition people?
Um, Different ways to audition people. But my favorite way, that's most important, is a one-on-one phone call. Talking to them, getting to know them, seeing if they prepared, ready for this production, seeing how their attitude is, seeing if they drama free, checking on, making sure they ain't, you know, no troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? Just getting to know the
Exactly.
person in general. uh that's the best audition you can actually do with them, besides them just always, you know, coming to the audition, performing, you know, or rehearsing. Really just getting to know the
Hmm.
person so you can understand if this person can pull off this type of role for you, you know what I'm saying? So that
Right.
one-on-one call is my main thing I go by, you know what I'm saying? But normal, my I got LEP actors, like over 30 or 40 of them. They've been with me for some years now, so they don't really go through that process. They just like get picked for what role fits them or what they can perform.
Okay. Okay. What happens if your lead actor calls out?
If your lead actor calls out, now it can happen
Hmm.
because if you're an indie filmmaker, your lead actor, some could come up like an emergency or anything. And so if your lead actor were ever to call out, you never quit your production. You never put your production to the side. You got to keep going. So you take the next man, the next person or woman best fit for this role, and you go with them. Because, like you said, you're an indie filmmaker. You're not a Hollywood production where you spending millions. Now, if you spending millions,
Hmm.
of course, you gonna be able to find somebody the perfect match, like by paying the next top celebrity to be in your movie, the next perfect match. But you know what I'm saying? As indie filmmakers, you know, we don't have millions of dollars of budgets. So,
Right.
and we want the production to get done because we know we count on the time scale indie filmmakers are, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in a normal 9 to 5 life. You know what I'm saying? Even if we not living a 9 to 5 life and we got it made already, our actors are living a 9 to 5 life still because we not hiring all celebrities for a movie. You know what I'm saying? All they do is like, you know, just just wait on roll calls. You know what I'm saying? We working with people that actually got jobs and stuff in this world. So you have to go on and make your production and take the next best man and go on with the production so you can see it come to
Okay.
life.
Right, right. Okay. Let's see. What are NDAs in the film industry?
NDAs are non disclosure agreements. Well, Hollywood productions use a lot of NDAs because they got millions of dollars on the films and they gonna have surprises that they don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's $1 million production, so they spending millions on their movie to keep it secret because they want the surprises to come when it does come. Now, as indie filmmakers, you know what I'm saying? Some of us do NDAs where, they kind of want to follow the Hollywood path. You know what I'm saying? And keep stuff secret. But as an indie filmmaker, you should be wanting to get out everything much as you can because you don't have the millions to market your movie. So you want to make sure you can get out all your stuff and don't worry about signing NDAs because that's kind of through contracts dealing with Hollywood or big major production companies. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you
Mm-hmm.
automatic guaranteed to get paid and stuff like that, and they worth millions. You know what I'm saying? But as a
Right.
guy, a person that's like an indie filmmaker, just starting out, either a veteran indie filmmaker, if their budget ain't that big, it's no need to sign NDAs. Just try to get your production done the best way you can. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you
Mm-hmm.
try to get it to come to life.
Okay. Okay. Uh, do you train your actors?
Yes, I train my actors to be the character. Really not training them how to act, but training them how to act
Mm-hmm.
as this character. Like for instance, examples like if you playing a certain role in a movie and I want them to be a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Say if they it's crazy. You know, I had to
Mm-hmm.
train them and show them personally, one on one. I will pretend I'm crazy and show them like how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So they can get an understanding. Like, okay, play it like this. Don't just be a normal person, or don't go overboard and be too crazy. Play it kind of like this, and I give them examples. And I call that not like training them how to act, but training them how to be a character. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually you learn how to act by really doing stuff like that with your actors.
Okay. Okay. How do you, let's see. Wait. Okay. How do your casting work in your film production?
Casting work pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? We get the best ones to fit the right part, ones that kind of look the part, ones that's gonna dress the part, ones that's gonna basically kind of perform the part. So I already got like a crew of 30 to 40 people that's real dependable, and I look at them and figure out which one's gonna take this lead role, and then I start casting supporting actors and small roles. I start casting them and I pick the right ones that fit what I need for the production.
Is filmmaking competitive?
Yeah, filmmaking very competitive, you know what I'm saying? It's like motivation competitive. What I mean by that is like when you see somebody drop a movie and it look good and stuff like that, it motivates you to do a movie, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got to market your film. So marketing is competitive. You're trying to get the audience to come watch your movie. So it's thousands of filmmakers that got movies. So it's competitive because you gotta market your stuff the best to get them eyes to come to look at your movie. You know what I'm saying? And other ones gonna be the same. So you're in a competitive race where you're trying to figure out ways to market, figure out ways to draw traction to your film, and you kind of like they said you ain't competing in filmmaking, but actually you are. Anything you do, when you're going after something, you in a race, you competing. You know what I'm saying? Whether you call it competing or not, you really are. You might not competing in a way where I'm trying to make my movie better than yours. No, you're really trying to get the eyes to come watch your movie, whether that man movie better or not. You competing by trying to get the people to come on your side and view your stuff. So that's why I says it's competitive.
Okay, okay. All right. Who are some of your favorite actors to work with?
Some of my favorite actors to work with me, Lee Buckle Smith, C Mark Jones, Jerome Melly, Karen Edwards, you know what I'm saying, Karina Beltram, Tamika Diggs, um PJ Yancey, funny sometimes. Uh and a couple of new actors came with me this year too. I got like 8 new actors that done 3 movies with me back to back to back. So they became kind of some of my favorites. Like you said, a lot of them really my favorites. But I don't work with over 200 different people. So just to name them, you know what I'm saying? I can't just say one because it's like at least 10 or 12 of them. Like my favorite ones to work because I know they're going to be dependable. It ain't because they can act the best. It's because they could be dependable. They gonna be helpful. They gonna give you everything you need to make the production the best it can be. They gonna bring their A game. If they gotta get an outfit or a costume, they definitely gonna do it to make themselves look good in the movie, to make the movie look better. You know what I'm saying? So them
Right.
certain ones that I love working with, and it ain't because nobody better than nobody. It's because they really a unit. They really a team. They really come through. You know what I'm saying? They really don't, you know, bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And if some emergency happen, which it does, that's understandable. But if they say they gonna come, they gonna come. But emergency happen. But they don't not come. They'll tell you, look, I can make this one. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm ready to do it. I'm down with you. Or they'll tell you the honest truth. Hey, look, Keith, I got something going on that day, and I ain't gonna be able to do this role, but look for me for the next one. And that's why I respect that because it's honesty, and that's what they bring to the game, honesty. You know what I'm saying? So, them a few ones right there I named that's real honest. It's a blessing to work with. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
straightforward, and there's another lady named Joanne Peck. She came with us a couple years ago, and she been rolling with us. It's they really they and I got a couple ones never missed a movie like Alexandria or Tolbert. She ain't never missed a movie, always come. You know what I'm saying? Couple new people I want to mention, Total Moya, Talithia Jiggets, and Blad. He came all the way from California to work with me in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I
Right.
gotta say the Marcus Bumpus too because he dependable too, and he helped with the production as well. So it's a team of us like that'll come together. All them ain't in every movie, but in this Western new movie I got coming, I got most of all of them up in there. So it's great working with them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay. So you have a movie that I did not get to check out yet, Double Karma. Do you want to say anything about that, or it's up to you? Because
Yeah,
I want to
Double
check that
Karma.
one out.
Yeah, Double Karma is one of them movies where it's kind of like it's a awareness movie. It's an AIDS awareness movie. I done that for people sleeping and creeping around with other folks. It's a movie about somebody catches AIDS and then it starts spreading. But it's more than just that because it shows that, but it also shows like you know how family can betray each other. You know what I'm saying? How you can't trust your spouse. You know what I'm saying? So it shows like awareness of relationship awareness as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's also a thriller that'll leave you with like not a cliffhanger, but leave you surprised because something crazy gonna happen at the end. That really ain't. It's like a shocker where it really ain't got nothing to do with what's going on, and somebody else gonna enter the mix and kind of make it a thriller. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And it's playing right now on Reveal TV for free. It's an app you can download on your smart TV, your iPhone, your Android. Um, Reveal TV, REVEEL TV.
Okay. Okay. And how many movies have you made?
I made probably close to 45 films, I think, close to 45 films and all, if you count the shorts too.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh
Um,
my
act,
gosh.
Actually, I got 16 movies on platforms like different channels around the world and stuff, and I got a bunch of YouTube movies too. That's just on YouTube. So, but I got 15 of them. Definitely around the world on channels such as Amazon, Tubi, Reveal, Plex TV, Stash TV, and many more channels. I can't name all them channels.
Okay. Um, what mistakes would you go back and change?
Some of the mistakes I go back and change is it's basically like working with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like uh you know I gave my opportunity, but they just didn't fit the right part. You know what I'm saying? Or either you give them opportunity to kind of cross you. You know what I'm saying? To turn on you. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I done a lot of I put somebody in the movie and they'll get jealous over a couple movies because some of them want to play like you give them a good role and some of them want to always play that main role, but you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Mhm.
I don't have favorites. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just pick who is the best for the role. So a lot of people don't understand that, they want to do more and more to lead roles and you can't do that. So they end up turning to enemies, you know what I'm saying? Where, they're kind of like, go against you. So I made a lot of mistakes like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically like the mistakes in the industry because everything else was a learning process. Like my first movies, they was all learning how to really do it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them on YouTube, and it's kind of like hard to watch because the audio ain't good, the quality ain't good, and nothing like that. So over time, I had to learn that of how to orchestrate a whole movie, what I need, what gadgets is the best, what's gonna bring my visuals out, what's gonna make my audio sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Who gonna be the right fit? Finding a group of dependable folks that I can always rely on, you know what I'm saying? And the whole build up process was hectic, you know what I'm saying? But I finally got to the point where I got the right type of actors that I enjoy working with. Better camera, better uh got better in editing, you know what I'm saying? Got real good in editing. Um got better audio. Um Everything is a plus now, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people want to know, who are you really and what is the purpose of making films?
The purpose of making films. Um, as a kid, I always just kept imagining myself in movies, like in fantasy stories, as a character, or cartoon, or you know what I'm saying, as just watching stuff, fantasizing about being inside of a type of story. So that would made me, you know what I'm saying, want to create different stories and put myself in them. And early on in my career, I didn't really get an opportunity to be in nobody else's film. I never got like picked up and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Or selected,
Mhm.
or either I couldn't make it to the set because the set was like shit a plane ride away. You know what I'm saying? too far. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get really no opportunity. So I decided one day that I really wanted to do this. And the only way to really do this is to learn how to become a filmmaker, which I was not interested in becoming a filmmaker at all. You know, editing, I didn't want to do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to act in a movie. That's all I wanted to do. So,
Right.
I decided to just take a chance and my wife, she helped me out and helped me get a program because I brought the computer, I brought the camera, I took my first couple of checks and went broke trying to get that. And then my wife went on and helped me get the program. And after that, I just started doing skits. And I said,
Hmm.
so many other people that want to live out this dream, and I'm gonna start finding like-minded people. And I started doing that, and it became a thing. And it's like it's not only helping me, it's helping everybody, achieve what they want to do, live out their dream, build their reels and
Right.
resume up, be seen on TV. Even if it's not their dream to be an actor, they just want to be seen on TV or on a TV channel and be like, whoa, I feel like a celebrity or something there. You know what I'm saying? It's like living out a dream. And I always wanted to like be in a fantasy stores because we living in a regular life, a reality life. I always
Hmm.
like fantasize, so I put myself in different situations and different stories, and just see how it play out. And some of the roles I don't like to play, but I gotta play it because somebody either can't perform it or I didn't have them available. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's how it is.
Okay. Um, so I've heard one of your actors was charged for a murder in North Carolina. Did you want to say anything about that?
Oh yeah, oh snap. Yeah, what happened was he was in Money Calling too, the sequel to Money Calling,
Hmm.
which is playing on Fox on TV. Um, you know, that incident, to tell you the truth, what happened was how he got into the movie was uh this other guy had auditioned to be in the movie and he brought two friends with him, and the guy was one of his friends. And
Hmm.
I'm one of them type of guys like, I'm open hearted. Well, if somebody brings somebody to the set and they look like they could be usable or be a character in the scene or play extra real quick, I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. They ain't got all that is there already, so they can play an extra character. So he was end up playing like more than the extra character actually in the movie. He became the main, well, one of the lead characters partners in the movie that actually killed somebody in the movie. And then come when the movie come out, we see it on the news clip that he got locked up for murder. So he killed somebody in the movie, and then he was accused for killing somebody outside the movie in real life. So it was a shocker. Like I
Wow.
said, what the hell? I said, what the hell? Like, he
Right.
actually, like that's like, this is this a coincidence or is this crazy? So I read up on it
Right.
and looked up on it, the and it really happened in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I don't know this real story behind it. Like, you have to really look it up. But the guy played in Money Calling too. Um, it was two guys that basically killed a old guy at the beginning of the Money Calling too, and one of them guys was actually a killer in real life. Like, he had killed the person before we made the movie. You know what I'm saying? Before we even shot it, I
Hmm.
didn't even know him. So that's why I do background checks and then on that. And the thing about it is, like, I mean, he was on set. He was a cool, normal guy. You wouldn't thought that he done nothing like that. But um it could be anything that made somebody snap back then and then they got cool later on, or they done calm down, and then or either they might be on drugs or something. I don't know what the story was. what happened
Mm-hmm.
and what he really done, but that's what really happened. And one of my fellow actors called me one day named Jerome Metley. He's also in that movie as well, and he's the guy that actually told them two dudes to go kill the older guy in the movie. And he had called
Okay.
me one day and said, "Hey, you know the guy that we put in the movie? He really killed somebody, well, accused for killing somebody." And I was like, "What?" And I looked on the news clip and I said, "Dag, man, he really did kill somebody." He was accused, so we don't really know if he actually killed nobody, but he locked up right now and he's accused for it. So I don't want to go and say nobody's a killer until at the trial. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know,
Right.
but he was
Definitely.
accused. You know what I'm saying? So he's in jail right now in Lynchburg,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia. In jail right now in Lynchburg, Virginia. And but like I said, he didn't seem like no type of guy like that at all. And you know what I'm saying? He actually was a alright guy on the set, even though he was decent. But like I said, you never know who killers are these days. You never know what's really
Mm-hmm.
going on in nobody's life. So yeah.
Right. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a good watch it. Go
Let's
watch the
see.
movie Money Calling 2, and you can actually see him in there. He kind of all through the movie, tell you the truth. You gonna see two guys kill an older dude at the beginning of Money Calling 2, and it's the light skinned guy,
Mm-hmm.
because the light skinned guy and the dark skinned guy. And the dark skinned guy, his name David Bradley, and he auditioned for me, but he had brought two guys with him, and one of the guys turned out to be accused for murder that December. So watch Money Calling 2 on Fossum TV, and you'll actually see it's the light skinned dude with the dark skinned guy, and they kill the older guy at the beginning behind a restaurant.
Okay. I'm definitely going to check that out. I didn't see that one.
Yep, and then
Okay.
you'll find his name in the movie. And once you find his name in the movie, you
Mm-hmm.
can go look him up. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
you know, you know what I'm saying. So, and you actually see that he was accused for it.
Okay. Okay, so I have one last question. Is it true that your latest movie called Paul Pry Trail, a man private part was cut off in the film?
That is absolutely weird. That's absolutely weird right there. So that's what we wanted to do with this movie. We wanted to make this movie weird. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do something different with Paul Fry. Also, like you said, marketing ways. A good
Mm-hmm.
marketing way was doing something weird like this, but also getting some of y'all podcasters pictures in my movie, like yours will be up in there as well. And I got like three other guys that podcast with me too, done interviews with me, and I'm gonna feature them in the movie too because we want to make this movie like kind of stand out. And that's why we done something weird like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that did happen in this new Paul Fry movie. uh, Something to make it better. And all the stuff happened too. It ain't just that. Somebody jock getting cut off. There's some other weird stuff, disgusting stuff you're gonna see because it's not just a horror. It's kind of more a comical horror, that's weird as hell. You know what I'm saying? Dark comedy type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Okay. Oh my gosh,
I'm
I
pretty
definitely
sure.
enjoyed have mm-hmm.
I'm about to say I'm pretty sure when I drop this trailer of Paul Fry, Halloween, I'm gonna drop a trailer of Paul Fry Halloween, and it's gonna come out probably close to next Halloween. And they really gonna come out spring on my website, King Motion Pictures, but it ain't gonna be distributed to channels until next Halloween though. But I'm gonna drop a trailer this Halloween of Paul Fry, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird. And I'm gonna start getting y'all pictures October the 1st. Well, you already gave me your picture. But I'm gonna start, doing the layout November the 1st. I'm gonna start doing a layout, but I'm gonna have a trailer October the 31st.
Okay. Okay. Good. Well, before you go, did you want to let the listeners know anything about your latest TV series?
Yeah, I like for y'all to go on Reveal TV, REVEL, and watch Picture Goo. It's like a comic relief slave story. The ending is crazy. Don't know what. Like it's something different at the ending. You know what I'm saying? You think it's gonna go one way, but they end up giving you a twist. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the last two chapters. It's kind of crazy. You see, it's a couple new characters come in the last couple of chapters, like two sisters, they come in on a plantation, and it's like it's like the Color Purple theme. You remember that, the Color Purple, with Silly
Yes.
and her sister, and they doing that me my
Mm-hmm.
never part. So it's similar to that with the last two chapters, and some wicked happened with them sisters, that one of them gonna have to make a choice. If she want freedom, she gonna have to kill her sister's lover, and that's when things gonna get wild.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I already started watching that, so yeah, I have to finish. But yeah, it is definitely good.
Yeah, because when it first started out, it started out with my character and another slave, and then you're gonna see like a kind of ending with us in chapter three, with episode three, we're gonna kind of end, and then it's gonna go to another story about two sisters, and then you're gonna see the other slave, the main slave, he get recaptured and brought back to the plantation, and he deal with the two sisters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So then I come back into the mix later on too, and it's kind of epical the last two episodes, because that's kind of real, get when it get entertaining, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy stuff
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
viewers, y'all can find that, and all to all my viewers and listeners, y'all can find that on Reveal TV. I got three films on Reveal TV: No Negotiations, Double Karma, and the TV series called Picture Goo. And if you want to see more of my films, you can go to my website, King Motion Pictures. All you gotta do is type in King Motion Pictures on Google search. It'll take you to my website, and you'll see where a couple more of my movies at, and it's entertaining. And we do it for the people, man. We do it for people to have opportunities now.
Right, right. Definitely. Okay. And is there anything else that you want to say before we end the show?
Nah, I just want to say, everybody have a good night.
All right, you too. And again, thank you so much for coming on the show. I definitely enjoyed you, and you know that you're welcome to come back anytime that you want.
All right, thank you. Well, I tell you one thing. When Paul Pry come out, we'll talk about that, because like you said, your face gonna be up in there. So we'll talk about
Okay.
that, because we need to dive deep in that story, because it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I like to talk about my Western one day, because I never made a Western movie, and a lot of filmmakers ain't making Western. Like a lot of indie filmmakers ain't making Western movies. So we got a full length
Right.
Western movie coming out, which is my best production that I've done so far, because it's $100,000 production. We had $100,000 worth of stuff up in this movie. I ain't gonna say we spent 100,000 on it, but we had worth 100,000 stuff in there: horses, wagons, towns, outfits, props,
Mm-hmm.
gadgets, everything. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like a major production, it'd be my first ever real major production, and I'm gonna have a premiere with. So everybody, stay tuned to that.
Okay. All right. Well, once again, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. And that's it. And stay tuned, everybody, for our next episode. Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Okay. Good night.